Yes, good afternoon and welcome to the press conference for the Shure Sidecar TT2, a record-breaking race. Our podium today in third place for Silicone Engineering Barnes Racing LCR, John Holden and Dan Sayle. Our runners-up for DMR Suzuki, Dave Molyneux and Benjamin Binns. And our double winners this year at the TT for Manx Gas Racing LCR, Ben and Tom Birchall. We'll go to John first, and it's 2 podiums in a week. It's not a bad week's work.
No, that'll do, won't it? If you turn right at the top of that lane, it's good enough for anybody, I think. But what a cracking race. I think everybody must have enjoyed that. It was fairly hot out there, and I think we all did really well.
Sensational. I think it was your fastest lap ever as well as everybody else's here. It's 116.041.
Yeah, I mean, that's all right. On the last race when Ben and Tom did the 116s, we thought, all right, we're going to have to get on here, and we have. So, yeah, happy with that. I don't know about Dan, but I'm happy.
How was the hand today?
Absolutely perfect, yeah. Seriously, I put my Jubilee clip on and I could just ride along pressing my clip just instead of having to hold on to throttle, and there's just no matter at all. Everything was perfect. And
in summing up your TT2015, it's been a good campaign.
Yeah. I wanted to come and win, as we all do, but I'll take that. That was all right.
Okay. Dan, you've lost your lap record today, but it's quite a race to be a part of.
I ain't too bothered about that, in all fairness. But it was a hot pace out there today. You couldn't have better conditions for it, and it was going to go sooner or later. You can't hang on to things like that forever, can you? So
it's held on for a long, long time.
Oh, and we're all running hot pace out there. Like we said the other day, it ain't easy running at that pace, and you're scratching around corners trying to get bits and pieces of seconds together, and it was hot today, and it was a good race.
And we know you're a winner here at the TT, and so is John, but you never turn down podiums, do you?
Oh no. I'm just happy that we've got 2 good podiums out of it, and there was a last minute sort of stand-in for Andy Winkle. Obviously got injured early on in the season there, and John rang us up, and it was all a big rush, to be honest, to get everything fired together and get out and get a couple of meetings in and get signatures in, because I'd obviously done next to no meetings. I was quite happy farming until John rang me up. And it was a case of put the sheep shears down and put the levers back on and get back out there. But no, to do what we've done, I'm happy enough with that.
Super, you can get back to agriculture until the 700.
Yeah.
There we go. Congratulations on your 2 podiums.
Cheers.
Dave, we'll come to you as runner-up. It's for you, it must be quite emotional to take Nicky Crow's lap record.
Oh, it's I've been chasing it a while. Every year, hoping I might get a bit closer, but seeming to mess up or just not be able to get to within it. And then, who knows? I might not have been able to do it if it hadn't been for Ben and Tom there. I had to chase them real hard and use every inch of the road, squeeze every last ounce out of it. So, yeah, nice thing to get again.
And it was a huge race. You were never more than sort of half a dozen seconds apart. You were never more than half a dozen seconds apart.
Yeah, I noticed that. We had really good board signals all around the track, and it was brilliant. But it was, as Dan said, it was a really hot pace. I don't think I can ever remember riding in a race round here and trying so hard for every lap. Usually you sort of kind of bed into a race round here, and then it kind of sorts itself out, and you bring it home. But there was no such thing as that today. It was just keep your head down, flat out.
Absolutely flat out for all 3 laps. Were you getting boards that were showing you differing gaps, and you were thinking, I'm coming at them?
Excellent board signals. It's essential around here.
Did you think you were coming at him at some points though, with those gaps starting to tumble?
I did. You see, you can't ever give up round here. It's not an option. You can't just sit in second place and think that's it. Because if you're to within 10 seconds of somebody round here, it can all go the other way. A chain might jump the sprocket or just anything, overshoot a corner. So if you're trying hard in second, it's there for the taking sometimes. So I just had to bust me gut.
It was notable speed differential on the Sulby speed trap. You were sort of in the high 130s.
Yeah,
the rest were in the sort of 146s, I think the Birchalls got to at one point.
There's no way I'd ever use that as an excuse, but it's there to see. It's my own fault. I've plugged away at this bodywork design, which is just guesswork, and I can get around a short circuit on a lap record nearly every weekend, and but when you start pushing a thing over 135 mile an hour and into some side winds, headwinds, I think aerodynamics take a big part in it, and mine ain't good. It doesn't matter what engine I've got in or whether I've got 10 horsepower more than I had last year. The thing will only go that fast, and that is it. So. Big change for next year.
Well, it's good enough for a lap record. We'll get Ben in because obviously talking of aerodynamics, it's your job to be as tight as you can, and just massive leap in speeds for you from the last time you were at the TT.
Yeah, I didn't get finished last year, and the fastest I'd ever gone was in practice, and that was 105, and then anything before that was 103 mile an hour. So to break the lap record today is unbelievable. To sit here with these boys is unbelievable. As a kid, I used to sit and watch Dave, Dan, John, these boys when they started over here, and they've come on leaps and bounds, obviously, because they're winners now 3 times. And yeah, it's just amazing, really.
So after the disappointment of the other day, to be on a TT podium must be quite special.
Yeah, well, we were coming up the mountain mile, and I was just saying to the bike, you know, keep going, I don't care where we are, just get a finish. I do. Told her in the garage the other night after David fixed her up, you know, Susie, you've got to behave yourself.
Well, many congratulations to you both on your runners-up spot.
Thanks very much.
No doubt about the kingpins here. It's the Birchall boys, 2 wins in a week, a new race record. The other one got smashed. It only lasted 48 hours, and you've beaten it by 14.8 seconds. What's the reaction?
A bit speechless, you know. We sort of said it after the first race from where we were last year, and to come and for Dave to keep going, and the pace that we set, it means so much, and I just used my head a little bit more in that one, and you know, just brought it home. I thought as long as I can see him, I can just keep clocking a glimpse of him, and it should be good enough. And then I thought, no, it's not good enough. He's on one, he's going. It came across the line and saw 8 seconds, and I sort of, like Dave just said, I thought, well, that'll be all, you know, we're all right. And then it went down to 6, and I thought, Jesus, it's coming down. And I really just shoved as hard as I could then, and just tried to make everything perfect. And there weren't an ounce left through that last bit. And yeah, what a man to finish and do that speed and to get under that lap record. I never thought that we could do that so early. But I just want to say thanks to my team, to everyone. It's been a hard year up to now with one thing and another, and coming back from last year, and the boys have been mint all week, and I owe it to every one of them that we're sat here, and thanks very much.
It's been a huge effort, in fact, right since the accident last year. You got past Conrad Harrison fairly early this time, and what sort of stage did you first catch a glimpse of Dave?
I could see him going into Braddon, and so I thought I got off at line pretty handy, and pushed harder on first lap. First lap at last race, you know, we're not had much practice, and still learning here. You never stop learning, and this race I knew I'd got to go harder and try and get past him sooner, and we did do, which left me with clear road, but that also left me a bit, you know, on my own sort of thing. So that was something else I learned, and yeah, it's meant to go well. The boards were brilliant. Like Dave said, without them at this pace, you can't really gauge where you are unless you have them.
And the pace on that last lap was incredible. Dave's 116.785. You were 116.783.
Just nicked it. Yeah. Over that many miles to be that close, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Let's get the word from Tom's side. How was it this time? I mean, we all saw the gooseneck incident in race 1. There was nothing like that this time.
No, it was all good. Smooth as out. Just an absolute dream come true, really. You know, that last lap, I saw that board as well, and I thought, right, I knew he was going to get his head down, and sure enough, he did. Because you know, Dave knows this place like back of his hand, and to do that lap time, it's quite incredible, isn't it? But so just over the moon, and just want to say thanks to everybody, to all lads, and everybody back home supporting us. We get a lot of support from Mansfield and everybody down there, so I hope to you a lot. A dream come true, and hopefully we can come back again and have another strong ride.
Absolutely, a TT double. Were you conscious that you were going at a pace that might be lap record?
Well, yeah, I was really, but it was just cleaner. You know, it was all just neater and smoother, and that's the key, obviously. Everywhere we're just either wide open or just rolled off a bit and then back on. You know, it was just, but the bike was just faultless. You know, the thing was singing. Avon tyres were mega. LCR chassis that we've built ourselves in conjunction with Louis Christian. That's it's quite an achievement for us as well. Really pleased about that. Not really said much about it, but we've, and Dave will tell you, he puts his heart and soul into his bikes, and look what they can do. You know, and we've done the same this last couple of years, and yeah, we're off at moon with job.
And you have realigned the whole campaign to focus on the TT, Ben. Is that going to be the plan going forward?
Yeah, you know, you can't spread yourself out too thin, and at the end of the day, at the moment, this is a far greater event than the World Championship, certainly to me anyway. My heart lies with World Championship, it always will, and I'd love another World Championship, but to come here and focus solely on it and have the right mindset when you come, the rewards are just incredible, and it's also nice to know now that we can have a couple of weeks off. I've not got to dash off to Croatia and do anything like that, and just try and soak up what we've done.
Party time now.
Definitely.
Right, driver.
We'll leave you to go and get on with that. It's been a scintillating sidecar race 2 here at the TT 2015. Let's have a...
Can I just say, sorry, special respect to Ben Binns, because for him to come and do that, and for Molly to, you know, pedal him around like that, it's really his hats off. It's a tremendous job. Cheers.
There we are. Fair play. Our